Ready to go!
Alrighty guys, welcome to vlog. It's number 2, but it's kind of officially number 1 because I am about to start my first session in the Todd Hutchings coaching series. So guys, first and foremost, a couple of little bits of admin. If you want to follow the gritty details, and when I mean the gritty details, okay, this board behind me is going to have my numbers on it. I'm going to chart my progress on all the different lifts that Todd's given me. And you're going to see that in the Facebook group. So if you want to follow the real fine details, jump over onto Facebook, search Arm Wrestling Training, Ryan Bowen, Todd Hutchings, and you'll find a group. It's a public group, anyone can join. Todd and myself are admins of that group, so we are going to be running that, and you're going to see very specifically what Todd is directing me in there, down to the dirty, gritty details. So if you want to really follow it, that's where it's going to be. If you just want to watch the sexy stuff that happens, then YouTube's the place for that. All the videos are going to drop here on YouTube, but it's going to be good. So guys, I'm going to get underway. I had a good chat with Todd this morning. He has given me a briefing on how he wants me to structure it, and I'm going to bring you guys over to the board now and show exactly what we're going to be getting underway with, and then we're going to start hitting it. Alrighty, so you can see here, this is my progress board. It's really showing you what's going on. So straight away, side pressure. You'll see here that I've got 4 different vectors of side pressure that Todd wants me to work on. Now he has 16. His is a 16 vector progression, which takes him 16 weeks to go through. He wants me starting with just 4 main vectors. He says I'm a beginner when it comes to side pressure, so we're just going to go with 4. So the 4 that we've got is a high wrist wrench parallel. Now when I'm saying parallel, I'm talking about the table is parallel as it is right now, the parallel to the actual direction of the cables. So we have from a high attachment point, which is high relative to the table, versus it'll be down there low for the other ones. But okay, back to it. We have a high wrist wrench. Now the wrist wrench is the handle I'm going to be using. You can see here I've made up my own wrist wrench just with a 3.5 inch, sorry, 3.25 inch pipe, this one. And I've got it with some seatbelt material. That is my own homemade wrist wrench. We have low supination from a perpendicular. Okay, I'll show you guys that as it happens. A low wrist wrench from perpendicular. What did I skip? And low pronation from parallel. So we got 2 from parallel, 2 from perpendicular. Each of those are going to be hit once a week in terms of max effort. They'll also be hit in terms of speed and all that sort of stuff. But to show you what else is going on the board, we've got Monday is going to be speed day plus volume on wrists and biceps. Wednesday, which is today, we get to start on Wednesday, max effort day. It's where we find out what my 1 rep max is going to be. So you're going to see that very shortly for the very first movement, which is high wrist wrench parallel. Plus more volume on wrist and bicep on Wednesday. Friday we got hands and wrists. Tuesday we got shoulders, chest. Thursday we got arms day. Saturday we got squat day. What? Squat day? Seriously? Squat day? Who put squat day there? And on a Saturday, oh my goodness. But anyway, you can see that's what's going on. It's all going to be reported. It's all going to be kept nice and clean. You're going to see my numbers. You're going to know exactly where I'm at. I'm always going to be aiming to beat my numbers. And the most important thing is this column here, side pressure. That's what it's all about. Side pressure. Winning the arm wrestle is where it's at. Okay, so we are on Wednesday today, and we're going to kick it off and find out what my high wrist wrench parallel 1 rep max is. What's the first number that's going to be written there? Let's do it. Alright guys, so new handle here that I'm using. Todd wants me on a wrist wrench, so I've made a bit of a wrist wrench. A few of the key pointers that he wants me for defining 1 rep max is he wants it from a position where there's no slack already taken up, so he doesn't want me preloading and then going. He wants it from a from a position of no load to a position of down being a successful rep. So he wants me testing that out. So I've got 40 kilos on there at the moment, so which is 20 kilos of actual force because of the way the pulleys are. So I'm anticipating my 1 rep max now to be somewhere around the 100-pound mark, 45 kilos. But I did that last night, just playing around with this handle, which I think is a little easier than the wrist wrench. I gotta get familiar with the wrist wrench. This is a 3¼ inch pipe. So I think that this is gonna be a little harder than what I was able to do last night. So I'm gonna have a play, but anyway, bit of a warm up first. So with the warm-ups, he's just asked me to go up weights slowly but steadily. So I'm gonna add another 5 kilos on now. All right, so we got 25 kilograms now. Again, roll up the wrist wrench. I got my I'm still working out how to do this best with this thing. I put a bit of tape over there to sort it out. Thumb underneath. Thumb over the top, it wants to spin a lot. Thumb underneath, you can kind of control it a little more. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Thumb underneath, elbow down. Elbow's starting to feel it already. 25 kilograms. Worked pretty hard last night. Had a lot of fun. Played around with a whole heap of stuff just randomly, but now that we're on the Todd program, a little more serious. I feel like I need to extend this a little bit. It's starting a little too high. I'd like to start center. I'd like to start right here, but then it's not wound up. So starting kind of a little out of place. All right, anyway, let's go up again. What do we got? Hey Charlie, hey, watch out. Alright, so we've got 35 kilograms on there now, which is what, 75, 80 pounds, something like that. I'm gonna see if I can extend this just a little bit. Maybe if I drop this height down and click. That might allow me to, yeah, that's better for positioning. Cool. Alright, so 35 kilograms, starting to get pretty serious weight now, for me anyway, on this wrist wrench. Nice. Oh, there you go. You can see how that felt odd at first. I gotta find the groove with this handle. Todd did mention that finding the groove is gonna bring big gains at first. So elbow wise, it's more like pain as opposed to effort. Like once I found the groove, then it was pretty easy. It was finding the groove and just dealing with that little bit of inflammation sort of feel in the deep elbow. But anyway, 35, so next one, 40. All right, we've got 40 kilograms, which, I don't know, 88 pounds or something like that. Ah, come on. Oh man. That elbow is talking to me. It's talking to me a lot. Alright. Okay. So failing there on 40 kilograms with that wrist wrench. I said, interesting last night with this fella, I was able to do 45 kilograms for reps, but this doesn't spin, or it spins, but it doesn't force itself to unwind. So this handle, hell of a lot harder than this one. This one, as long as you can hold on to it, you're good. But so what did I add? What did I get successfully? I failed on 40, but I got 35. Is that right? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to write down 35 kilograms as 1 rep max number 1. Alrighty, so here we are, Wednesday max session. Let's go 35 kilograms is where it's at. Alright, so the rest of the session from here, as you can see, wrist and biceps for volume. Although Todd tells me I got to do my left arm as well, so I might quickly sneak in the left arm, see what I can do. Actually, before I sneak in some more training, in the spirit of Todd Hutchins, I'm gonna have a beer with some lunch. I'm absolutely starving, and I got some wings. Some wings just turned up, so I'm gonna quickly eat some food, and then I'm gonna get back into it. Alrighty, so gonna have a go on the old lefty. See if we can't move this thing as well. You guys know that I don't train left very often. It's not been something that's done a lot. It competes, but it doesn't train. Oh, I should really lighten the weight. That's where my failed attempt was, on the right. So go back and warm it up. Alright, so this is 20 kilograms on the left. Man, my left is special. It hurts already. Really uncomfortable. I don't even know how to move. Oh man, that hurts. There we go, that might be my 1 rep max, 20 kilos on the left. Oh, that feels horrible. But anyway, Todd said, yeah, do the left as well. So I'm doing the left. 20 kilos, I'm writing that one down as a start. Oh my goodness. 35 kilos, right. 20 kilos left. There we go, 35 kilos right, 20 kilos left as a start point. Alright, so from here, we're going to do volume wrists and volume biceps. Alright, so along with max effort day, Todd wants me to do volume on my wrists and biceps. So the way that he wants me to do volume on the wrists, same wrist wrench being used here, the 3.5 inch, and just rolling it up. I got 20 kilos of force. He said pick a weight that you can do about 50 reps on. Rep it out. I'm not sure not sure how many reps I did then, but that was a guess. I didn't know where that weight was going to be. That's 20 kilos of combined force through the 3¼ inch wrist wrench. That was pretty tough. That was good. So I'm going to hit that for 3 sets before I change angles. Alrighty, so I've just knocked up another wrist wrench, skinnier, wider, so that I can do reverse wrist curls, which is another one of those high rep ones that Todd wants me to do. I think I need to put a little bit more weight on that. 1 second. Alright, so I got 15 kilograms either side. Let's have a feel. Cool, so reverse wrist curls. Getting a bit of pain in the back of my right wrist. The flexibility on that movement is a little dodgy for me. It's hard to supinate. I have no idea on the reps, but I'll work that out. It's a little dicky right in there doing those ones for me, but we'll sort it out. So I did my 3 sets of the wrist curls. I'll probably, next time I do the volume, I'll probably do the wrist curls with this bigger fella here, because there's just more room. Get your hands on the bar. So for volume. And then the last one Todd wants me to do is a bicep and wrist rise, just with literally a 5 kilo dumbbell. So that's nice and easy. Haven't got a 5 kilo dumbbell, or 5 kilo. He uses a 5 kilo plate, so 10 kilo dumbbell should be fine. The plate obviously goes further out in front of the wrist, so it makes it harder on the wrist, but anyway, volume. Alright, before I round off this session, I wanted to have one more go at the side pressure. This is 40 kilos where I failed on the wrist wrench before. This is this other wrist wrench that I made up, smaller, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, something like that. I'll measure it in a moment, but I'm just curious if I could do the 40 kilos on this one, because I couldn't do the 40 kilos with the 3¼ and it felt like grip was an issue. I feel like the grip's going to be better on this one, and so the side pressure will hopefully be there. But anyway, let's have a go. 40 kilograms here, side pressure with the smaller diameter wrist wrench. We got slip on the wrist wrench. Hang on, let's try that again. That was interesting. It's close. There we go. Was able to find an angle there where it worked. Looks a little messy. Anyway, food for thought. I'll probably stick with the 3.5 inch one. Talk to Todd, get his advice on exactly what to do. But anyway, guys, that was max day. Day number 1. We kicked it off. We're on the road. Looking forward to this. Like I said, I'm gonna track all of this stuff here, both on YouTube, and if you want the data and the messy stuff, jump on that Facebook group as well. But nice, happy days. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, big thank you to the Patreon supporters. You guys, literally putting money in the bank every single month means the world to me. So guys, if you want to be part of that Patreon crew, get some shout outs, get some t-shirts, that sort of stuff, jump on patreon.com/pound-for-pound arm wrestling. Alright guys, thank you. See ya.
Yes, that's a man!